What's going on, guys? My name is Amelia with Reliable Review Lab, and in this video, we are checking out the brand new Samsung Galaxy A35. Now, there are a few things you need to know about this phone up front. First and most obvious, this is the direct successor to last year's Galaxy A34, a device that carved out a solid name for itself as one of Samsung's best value mid-range smartphones. It landed right in the middle of the A-series lineup, nestled above the lower budget A20-somethings, and just beneath the more premium A50s and A70s. But here's the twist, those higher-end A70-something phones? They're gone. Discontinued. And the A55, which was supposed to be the flagship of the A-series this year, isn't even launching in the US or a few other regions. That's left the A35, unexpectedly, as the top-tier A-series option for many buyers. And that changes everything. Because if the A35 is now the best Samsung mid-ranger available in some markets, then expectations are higher. Especially when the next step up is the $600 Galaxy S23 FE. So, did Samsung rise to the challenge and transform the A35 into a mid-range flagship killer? Or is this simply another incremental refresh? Let's find out. First things first, the unboxing. Unboxing the Galaxy A35. Ripping off the factory seals and sliding off the minimalist packaging lid, the first thing you'll notice is the device itself, the Galaxy A35 in all its modern glory. But aside from the phone, there's, well, not much else. Samsung's eco-conscious packaging continues. Tucked inside the box's inner lid, you'll find the usual branded sleeve containing a SIM ejector tool attached to the outside, a surprisingly thick bundle of documentation, and a single USB-C to USB-C cable. No wall adapter, no case, no frills. Just the essentials. But hey, that's par for the course these days, especially with Samsung. Pricing and availability. Let's talk about pricing, because this year's launch has been a bit unusual. At the time of this review, the official US price hasn't been confirmed by Samsung. But based on UK launch pricing and listings from third-party retailers already offering the phone, the Galaxy A35 is expected to land around $369. That's in the sweet spot for a mid-range phone, especially considering the specs it packs. You'll have 2 RAM and storage configurations to choose from. 6GB RAM plus 128GB storage. 8GB RAM plus 256GB storage. And yes, there will likely be carrier deals and prepaid bundles, especially when Samsung's direct sales go live. So if you're bargain hunting, keep your eyes peeled. As always, we'll leave some up-to-date purchase links in the description below for the best available prices. Design and build quality. The Galaxy A35 looks almost identical to the A34, measuring in at a 6.6-inch display, a size that puts it firmly in the big phone category. The bezels are still a bit chunky by modern standards, leading to a screen-to-body ratio of just under 85%. But to Samsung's credit, the overall look and feel is a lot more premium than it used to be. The big upgrade this year? Materials. The back panel is now glass, giving the A35 a solid, weighty hand feel. The front is protected by Gorilla Glass Victus Plus, a major step up in durability and scratch resistance. The frame, however, remains plastic, though Samsung has done an excellent job making it feel sturdy, not cheap. We picked up the lemon colorway for this review, which, despite its name, skews more toward a subtle light green in real life. Thanks to the glass back, it ditches the flashy rainbow shimmer that earlier models were known for. It's a bit more toned down, more professional, even if a little less eye-catching. Ports, buttons and features. Top, Dual SIM plus microSD combo tray. You can run dual SIMs or swap one for expandable storage, your call. Right side, power and volume buttons. Bottom, USB-C port, main speaker, and a blank space where a headphone jack used to live. Still MIA. Top front, secondary speaker and earpiece. Rear, triple lens camera setup, more on that later. And yes, this phone supports eSIM as well, so it's flexible for international travel or switching between carriers. Expandable storage? Still here. And that alone makes this phone stand out in 2025, when more and more manufacturers are axing microSD support altogether. Display quality. Here's the star of the show, the display. Samsung didn't change much here, but that's not a bad thing. The A35 features the same 6.6-inch Super AMOLED panel as last year, with a 2340 by 1080 resolution, 390 pixels per inch, and a buttery-smooth 120 Hz refresh rate. This is an absolutely top-tier screen for a sub-$400 phone. In fact, it's essentially the same display tech you'll find on the $800 Galaxy S24. Colors are rich and vibrant, with deep blacks and excellent contrast. Sharpness is more than enough, even if you're pixel peeping up close. Motion and animations are smooth and satisfying, thanks to that high refresh rate. Peak brightness hits 1000 nits, not quite flagship levels, but plenty for outdoor use. And now, thanks to that upgraded Gorilla Glass Victus Plus, the screen is more resistant to smudges and glare than before. If you're buying this phone for media consumption, YouTube, TikTok, Netflix, or gaming, you're in for a treat. Biometrics and audio. For unlocking, the A35 uses an optical in-display fingerprint sensor, not the ultrasonic tech from the S series, but it's still reasonably fast. Just give it that extra fraction of a second. Combine it with Face Unlock, and you're basically unlocking the phone instantly every time. Audio-wise, the dual speakers are fine. Serviceable. They get loud, but distortion creeps in above 80 to 85% volume, and bass is practically non-existent. But for speakerphone calls, podcasts, or casual media? No major complaints. Here's a quick sound test. Insert sound sample clip from video. Performance and internals. Let's talk specs. Under the hood, the A35 is powered by Samsung's own Exynos 1380 processor, the same chip that was in last year's Galaxy A54. And this is where opinions might split. If you're a casual user doing social media, web browsing, watching videos, and messaging, this phone performs perfectly fine. If you're a power user looking to multitask aggressively or game on max settings, you'll notice some limitations. The chip isn't new, but it's reliable. You can expect smooth performance in day-to-day use and moderate multitasking. Samsung also supports this phone with 4 major Android updates and 5 years of security patches, which is a massive win for long-term users. And honestly, for most buyers, this phone will feel snappy, responsive, and future-proofed enough for several years. Battery life and charging. Powering everything is a 5000 mAh battery, the same capacity Samsung has used in A-series devices for years now. It's a big battery, and it delivers excellent longevity. With casual usage, you're looking at well over a full day, sometimes stretching into day 2. Gaming and GPS-heavy tasks will drain it quicker, but most users won't be scrambling for a charger before bed. As for charging, 25W wired fast charging is supported. No wireless charging. No charger in the box. So you'll need to bring your own power brick, preferably a Samsung super fast charger or equivalent. Camera setup. The Galaxy A35 sports a familiar triple-lens rear camera setup, with one key change. 50MP main lens, up from 48MP last year. 8MP ultra-wide with a 123 degrees field of view. 5MP macro lens for close-ups. 13MP selfie cam up front. This is not the same 50MP sensor from the Galaxy A54, it's slightly different in size and tuning. That said, image quality is solid for this price point. You get 4K video recording, enhanced stabilization, Euro EIS, dedicated 50MP photo mode, super slow MO, night mode, pro video, and more. However, camera innovation here has stagnated slightly. While the A31 to A33 era saw major improvements, the last couple of years have seen the competition pull ahead. Still, you'll get bright, sharp, well-balanced shots in daylight and decent low-light performance. We'll be posting a separate camera comparison soon, so stay tuned. Final thoughts. Here's the deal, the Galaxy A35 is now, unexpectedly, Samsung's top mid-range offering in many regions. That's a big mantle to carry, especially when phones like the S23 FE or even the base S24 exist just above it in price. But when you look at what the A35 offers, premium build with glass front and back, flagship-level Super AMOLED display, solid performance and future-proof software support, a reliable camera setup, expandable storage and eSIM flexibility. It's hard not to recommend it. This phone continues the A-series tradition of delivering insane value year after year. And ironically, even though Samsung is positioning the FE series as the go-to affordable flagship, this A35 might actually steal the spotlight. For international markets where the A55 is available, sure, that phone offers a bit more. But for many users, the A35 hits the sweet spot. What do you think of the Galaxy A35? Are you planning to pick one up? Already using it? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, I'd love to hear from you. Be sure to follow Reliable Review Lab on Twitter, subscribe to the Reliable Review Lab YouTube channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one.